Welcome to Club Doom, where in my younger, more vulnerable years, my mother gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, she told me, just remember that not all people in the world have had the same advantages you had. She didn't say anymore, but we always been unusually communicative in a reserved kind of way, and I understood what she said a great deal more than that. In consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments, a habit that has opened up many curious natures to me, such as my fascination with T-Dub, the boy! The main behind the legendary Mario Be Playin' rap. Off the rip, I just want to say, I got nothing but respect for the bull. He like a real-life Napoleon Dynamite. Out to prove he got nothing to prove type beat. They look kinda similar. He got big from a performance at a small-town talent show. He love his tater tots. And he got some sick dance moves. So today, I want a quick look at his origins and his rise to popularity, as well as his full repertoire. Yes, he do got more than that one song. Back in fall of 2008, to put that into perspective, Fallout 3 just dropped. Yeah, I'm old. Alpena High School in upstate Michigan be gearing up for its annual talent show. Enter a student named Adam, our Nick Carraway for this story, as you will. His friends was telling him that there was one act in particular that was worth seeing. They described him as a local artist from the area that wasn't much of a musician, but rather a dancer and entertainer. Intrigued, Adam brought his camera, where he would film T-Dub, the GOAT, rapping and dancing on stage. Unfortunately, the live sound mixing left a lot to be desired. Later in the spring of '09, Adam would upload a remix of the original video, though it didn't garner much attention. But one fateful day, in April of the same year, Adam heard Tim was selling copies of his album at a local 7-Eleven, a 4-track EP entitled In the Club. Adam would buy a copy for $2 and make a music video featuring footage from the talent show, and thus the legendary Mario Be Playin' video was bestowed upon the YouTube platform. It lay dormant for a couple of years, not gaining much traction. Matter of fact, Adam since lost access to that particular YouTube channel. But after being featured in a handful of cringe playlists, the John blew up. So Adam had to quick borrow a copy of the CD from one of his homies and make a new channel where he uploaded the rest of the EP. Hi everyone, Club Finny Doom Tano here, and it's time for a review of T-Dub's In the Club. Here we got 4 tracks from legendary Michigan artist T-Dub, Rambatombas, Top Dogs, the legendary Mario Be Playin', and People with AS. Cause yes, this ain't the first time we reviewed a song about an autism spectrum disorder by someone living with it. However, unlike CWC, T-Dub a lot more tasteful. So how's his rapping? Well, you wanna play with your Mario games? I got a big Raims and big Taims. It's unique. Oddly enough, not the strangest sounding rap style to come out of Michigan. I'm looking at you, Babytron. Really, and I might catch some heat for this, it low-key give me an Andre 3000 vibe. And like, I'm not alone in that. I've asked other hip-hop artists whom I work with. They kinda agree. Like, yeah, sure, upon first listen, I'm talking crazy. But once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Cause yeah, Mario might be super, but I'm super duper with a big tupa, with such a devilish grin. Like, where the hell have you been? I don't know. Like, let me know if we just trip it in the comments, but I hear it. One other thing I'd like to mention about T-Dub's style be his use of made-up words. The vast majority of these fake words are used as rhymes for other real words. I heard this could be seen as a form of clanging, but that could be way off. Disclaimer: I'm not a medical professional. I don't know anything about clanging or what things it associated with. For all I know, he's just doing it for the sake of the flow, which, considering this rap music, ain't too weird of a concept, really. But yeah, basically, T-Dub opts to put words together because of how they sound instead of what they actually mean. This results in his verses being a little nonsensical, since he more focused on how the words rhyme other than what they're trying to convey. But I would consider this a positive, considering A, still not the weirdest sounding style to come out of Michigan. B, it has led to some of the most iconic lines in his discography, as they could be wildly entertaining. And one more thing I gotta bring up. Unfortunately, one of my favorite things about this record is the same reason I can't play any examples for y'all, and that's the beat selection. Because while I cannot play any of these Jones due to content ID, the beats hype AF. Like, we got some deep cuts on here I was not expecting upon first listen. Rambatombas, the first song on the album and probably T-Dub's second most well-known song. As mentioned earlier, Adam opted to make a music video for this track when he created the new channel, set to the beat of Lollipop by Lil Wayne, cause Tim just bassed like that. This is a song about how he and his crew are a force to be reckoned with. What I find most notable about this track is that T-Dub actually acknowledges the Napoleon comparisons. Twice. Bull even mentioned his fondness for tater tots. Also, he insists the cure for pneumonia isn't antibiotics, but rather a substance he referred to as pneumonia. Top Dog, set to the instrumental of Burn This City by Lil Wayne, a song meant to be on the Carter 3 but got scrapped after it was leaked. Again, loving the beat selection. The second song of the album is where T-Dub boasts about how he's gonna make it despite being from a small town. He also insists he's finna make his mark on history with his musical skills. And you know what? He ain't wrong. I mean, y'all watching this video right now. Also of note, T-Dub uses the word swood in this track. This was released in 2009, meaning he beat JonTron to the punch by a solid 5 years. Mario Be Playing, T-Dub's magnum opus. Chances are if you know about T-Dub, you heard of him through this song. As to where this beat came from, I don't really know. YouTube's Content ID system mark it under a song by one Lil Lucky, but I doubt that the original considering that John got a bar referencing the Wii U, and T-Dub's track here predates the Wii U by at least 3 years, so I don't know. It's a beat, it samples the underground levels from Super Mario Bros. Enough said. He makes many references to the game, touting his superiority to its main protagonist. I always thought it was interesting that T-Dub name drops his 2 friends in the song, Seth and Kyle. I got a theory that them's 2 the same guys featured in the album art, but I can't say for sure. T-Dub also mentioned that he came from a place called Shower-a-Lot in the song. Whether that true be anyone's guess, but it ain't out of the question considering there do be a Charlotte, Michigan just 4 hours away from Alpena. People with AS. This track uses the beat from Down Bottom as part of Volume 1 of Rough Riders Entertainment Ride or Die series of compilation albums. Again, the beat selection insane. Like, I just want to put this into perspective. You at a Swizz Beatz concert, right? Cassidy just got done freestyling. You hear the horns to this track, but instead of Drag On, all of a sudden you hear Asperger's Syndrome. What is the Mindrum? The final song on the EP, and honestly, I think this one say the most about him. He established in other tracks where he's from, his group of friends, his motivations for rapping, but this song provides more insight on who T-Dub really is. AS, of course, being an abbreviation for Asperger's Syndrome, which is technically a defunct term in the medical field. From what I hear, Asperger's Syndrome now part of a broader category called Autism Spectrum Disorder, ASD. But back when the term was commonly used, it referred to patients that were deemed to have what physicians believed to be a higher functioning form of autism. In this song, T-Dub make the case that those who have AS are friendly, intelligent, loving people. He lists a handful of famous historical figures that were thought to have Asperger's syndrome, like Socrates and Alexander the Great, and proceeds to mention how folks with Asperger's are good people who just want to be accepted by others. Keeping it a buck, this song got a lot of heart behind it, and I got mad respect for Tim writing something like this. So, where is T-Dub now? We got a few leads, but no one's certain what happened to him. Some believe that he created a Facebook in which he mentions a name change to Trimetry, but it's still debated whether or not that's truly him. The page itself has numerous photos of Tim, but they was all dumped on the page at one time, and these could have easily been lifted from old accounts. There's also a YouTube channel that commented under one of Adam's videos that people think might be Tim. This account don't got any videos, but it got a number of playlists. The account itself was made a little over 4 months before the comment appeared, so I'm a little inclined to think that this might actually be Tim, rather than a quick attempt at trolling his fans, but who knows. As for the future of T-Dub's music career, we've pretty much been left in the dark. Regardless of whether or not Tim opts to release anything new, it probably won't be anywhere near as popular as Mario Be Playing. But even then, I think T-Dub an admirable rapper who made his mark on the internet, and I respect the grind. Bull truly was the pimpin' man of the big ran. So thank you, T-Dub, you internet legend. Whatever you decide to do, I'm confident you got it in the bag. I'm gonna put a T-Dub archive playlist in the description below, so feel free to check all this stuff out. And until next time, this be Club Doom signing out, about to go frying out in the Mayans' Wow. And I'll catch y'all later. Sweet nectar.
That's Robbie in the robots.
Robbie in the robots?
Oh my god.
Is that Big Raims is a big fan?
That's Robbie.
Yeah, it's T-Dub.
Big Purple is a big derp.
Oh my god.
Is this the worst?
Those fans are spitting bullets at you.
This is the dopiest protagonist I've ever seen in a game.
What about Unlikely Lester?
This guy is frumpier.
Big Robots is a big Flowbots. Cause purple might be Wurple, but I'm Derple Flurple.
Derple Flurple.